Hello, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. Come on, puss, come say hello to the lovely people. And I'm here to share some guidance. Whoops, there you go. I'm here to share some guidance for this weekend. That's Saturday the 31st of August. And Sunday the 1st of September. So I trust that you're feeling good and things are in good flow for you. I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia. It is Saturday the 31st of August here at exactly 12:04 p.m. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards with my Animal Kingdom Oracle, and I'll be looking for the best card for Saturday, the best card for Sunday, and then the best card for the theme for Saturday and Sunday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust you've been led here for a reason. I trust that our paths have crossed at the right time. So let's see what comes up, shall we? So just take on board what feels right, what resonates, what makes sense, and let the rest go. It's so beautiful here. It's a bit windy. The wind's a bit cool. We do still have snow on the mountains nearby, or sort of nearby. So there's still snow sort of around, so you can sort of feel, or I can sort of feel the cool snowy sort of breeze, but it's actually quite warmish. Warmish out of the wind, so I trust it's not too windy in the microphone. So I'm looking now for the best card for Saturday the 31st of August. Saturday the 31st. If it's not quite Saturday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance, or perhaps come back to the video on your Saturday. So we've given the deck a good shuffle, and I've split the deck, and I'm going for this card for Saturday. It's a Speed of Light Oracle. Oh, and it's beautiful. It's card 22, called Lotus Heart. It says the Om mantra: meditate, reconnect, and peace. So this is very much about connecting, or we could say reconnecting with our heart. Reconnecting, I get this feeling of like peace of heart, peace of mind, and looking for ways, if we haven't already, of finding ways of finding that peace of heart, peace of mind. Sometimes there are things that we need to tend to so that we can ease our mind, and that might be some things to consider on Saturday, or we may have already been sorting some things out a few days ago, so that we can have peace of mind and reconnect with that peace within us on Saturday. So, you know, reconnection's important too, to perhaps think about, because like I've said recently, we'd only need to think about reconnecting if we were feeling the opposite, which is disconnected. So if you've been disconnected from your heart, if you've had things going on and you've just neglected that, you know, it doesn't take long. It only takes a few weeks of having other things to do, pressure to deadlines and things like this, to actually, for us to quite easily disconnect from our heart, disconnect from the peace that we can feel in our heart, in our mind. So if we've become distracted, if we've become busy, if we've just had other things going on, it's okay. So hopefully on Saturday, which feels like supportive energy to do so, hopefully we'll have time and feel inspired to just reconnect again with ourselves. Reconnect with our peace, reconnect with our heart. So there's a simplicity to this too. So getting back to basics. simplifying things if they've been a bit complex or complicated lately. So that's the Lotus Heart for Saturday, which feels great. So I trust that you have time to reconnect with yourself if that's something that you're inspired to do. So thank you. Let's now look for the best card for Sunday, the 1st of September. The 1st of September 2019. What is the best card for the majority of us for Sunday? I love moving into new months. There's something exciting about it. And maybe to September, for those of us in the southern hemisphere, our weather's going to start warming up. We're moving into spring. The equinox coming up in September. Excited. So the best card for the 1st of September as we step off out of August and into the new month is this. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. It doesn't matter if it's upside down. I just turn it the right way up. It's our gorilla friend, card 9. And the gorilla says to do the right thing. He doesn't come up often, but he comes up when he has something important to say. So it's a bit like that person that we might know, you know, in our circle that doesn't really speak much. They might not sort of get caught up in just useless chit-chat, chatter sort of conversations, but when they have something important to say, it's rare, but it's something that's on point. And there's sort of that feeling here with the gorilla. So he sort of sits in the background, you know, watching, observing, not really saying much until he has something important he wants to say. And he wants us to do the right thing on Sunday. So do the right thing according to our morals, our ethics, our truth. What is the right thing to do in situations or a situation that we might be faced with right now, or especially faced with on Sunday. So let's make sure we're staying true to ourselves, true to our word, but sometimes, you know, sometimes our truth shifts. So true to our word might shift a little bit depending on the situation, but definitely making sure that we are doing the right thing by others. You know, if we were in that situation and how we're treating someone, how might we like ourselves to be treated? So let's make sure we're being respectful, honest, and, you know, like it just reminds me of when I separated from my first husband, and we had 2 youngish children, so I can't remember how old they were now, say about 6 or 7, so they were still quite young. And you know, it just seemed to be something I was seeing around a lot, was mothers taking their children and really not letting the father of the children see the children much. And it never really sat right with me, for me personally. I'm not judging, everyone has their reasons, but for me in my situation, I knew that if my ex-husband, the father of my children, if he wanted to see our children, that he was entitled to equal time. So, you know, it was really easy for me to negotiate and say, okay, if you want to be a part of the children's lives, you know, and we can't live together now, so it's not going to be full time, then it seems fair to me that the kids live with me one week and live with you the other week. And, you know, I think sometimes that sort of thing is just the right thing to do. That, you know, sometimes we've just got to do what's right, whether it's something we want to do or not. So that's just an example that sort of feels like it sort of resonates with what I'm trying to say. So the gorilla reminding us on Sunday to do the right thing. And if we have been sitting back or not really saying much, and we feel that urge to speak up on Sunday, then we might feel that, so that need. So let's see how gorilla plays out for us. So let's see what happens. So thank you. Let's look for the best card for the theme. This is the theme for the weekend as we go from an old month into the new month. Sort of feels like I'm doing the splits. Energetically, I sort of feel like the new month, you know, starting, opening this new door. But when I'm sharing guidance that sort of splits and goes from one month to the next, it sort of feels like I'm doing the splits. It's just sort of strange, but I'm a very visual person, so I get that sort of visual. So let's look for the best card for the theme. The theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for the weekend. It's a Speed of Light Oracle. And I don't think you're watching the replay, Tabitha, because I'm live. And this is our theme card for the weekend. Card 27, Risk Taking. Let's take a risk and follow our heart. It says journey, unknown, beginnings, and confidence. This card came up recently. It may have been within the last week. Let me just put something on my card so they don't fly everywhere. But this is definitely about taking a risk now and following our heart. So we had strong heart energy coming through for Saturday, strong truth energy coming through for Sunday, and this theme for the weekend is very much about trusting our heart, listening to it and letting it lead the way. So there's a feeling here of stepping out into new beginnings, new pathways, new adventures that call us. So there is an unknown element, and the unknown can be scary, but it is becoming more comfortable. So over the last few years, we've learned to become more comfortable in the unknown. And I really feel it's because we're trusting more in the steps that we take, and we're trusting that things are going to turn out okay. We might not know where we're going or what's going to happen, but we've just got to trust. Everything's going to work out okay. I think prior to a few years ago, we seemed to be able to plan things better somehow. There was less unknown. There just seemed to be less unknown in life. So the last few years we've had to really learn how to adjust and step forward and find courage to step into unknown territory. So we can build our courage and confidence, which is something I talked a lot about in the last video, and build that strength, that inner strength, so that we can find the confidence and the courage to step forward into the unknown. So there is new ground right in front of us. We are going to have to take a risk if we want to create new experiences, if we want to go on new adventures, if we want to step out of our comfort zone. We have to take risks and trust in the pull that our heart is pulling, trust in that compass of our heart that's leading the way. So it's exciting. It may feel a bit scary for some, but there is something very exciting about the potential new energy that's around at the moment. So that's risk-taking, new beginnings, new adventures, new pathways opening up. So that's our theme for the weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today. I trust you've enjoyed our time together. I've used my combined decks here, the Animal Kingdom and the Speed of Light Oracle cards. You can learn more about either or both decks on my website if you want to. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. Thank you. Have a fantastic weekend. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the new month. Exciting. September. Yes. So bye for now.